Alrighty, I'll call the regular council land use meeting to order. And looking at number 1.
I'll move the recommendation to increase the height of the telecommunications tower.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? That is carried. Fleetwood?
I'll move the development variance permits for the restaurant.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? That is carried. Number 3.
Move recommendations on 3.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? That is carried. Number 4.
Move planning recommendations on 4.
Second.
Denial, right?
Number 4.
Denial.
Denial. Okay, is the applicant here? Okay, if you want to just come forward. As you know, that this is a denial, and if you, we'll just give you the opportunity to speak to council if you disagree with this decision.
I don't know if you want some background, but myself and my 2 partners, which are my parents, bought the property last year in April of 2013. The truck parking was in place at that time. I've actually since got a list from the City of Surrey for approved truck parking. I've actually had 2 different lists, but I've driven the first list, all the truck parks, and generally speaking, the truck parking situation in the City of Surrey is needs, I guess, some review, which I understand yourselves are looking at. What I'm proposing helps the city, where there's a TUP for 1 year for us, which helps the City of Surrey allow trucks to be parked legitimately at one of our locations. When, just to back up a little bit, sorry, the list I got from your staff, I had seven approved truck parks in the City of Surrey. Like I said, I had 2 different lists. I drove all of them on one list. One of them was closed, and the other 4 were completely full. And then on the list of in process, which I was told that staff do not refer trucks to, which I do believe they do refer trucks to, there's 27 in process, but technically those are not approved, those are not allowed to have truck parking on them, and every single one does have truck parking on them. And I think it's a bit of a mechanism for the city to use that as a leapfrog to get these properties from in process to approved, or at least a TUP approved, or sorry, rezoned or a TUP approved. And that's what I'm going for, is a TUP while I work in my Campbell Heights Business Park area for either rezoning or something to further the property. What sets my property apart, different than a lot of the other properties in the neighborhood, is I'm zoned IA, agro-industrial. A lot of the applicants have been A1 or A2, which is a different zoning completely. Secondly, as far as I know, I'm one of the only applicants on a truck route. All the other applicants are on local roads which do not permit truck use. So I am on a truck route, which that would jive with the city's layout of truck access. I'm asking for a one-time TUP. Like I said, as you probably know, it's not a quick process. I've been talking to my neighbor to the west of me. We're trying to get a hold of the other neighbor to the west of me to look to further develop the properties, but it's not a quick or easy thing, as I've found out. The property that I have is not, the primary use is not truck parking. I have 1 acre of greenhouse on this property currently that was used for growing roses that's still active. You can see there the top north of my property there is 1 acre with an attached warehouse. Again, that separates me completely from a lot of different applicants I've seen for your TUP applications, where the guy Rick and myself has applied, he's been denied. You can see his primary use is for truck parking. The other thing I have on my property is I've got 1 tenant. I don't have owner-operators that I'm leasing to. It's 1 tenant that is very respectable. He keeps the place clean. I've been to all the truck parks in Surrey. Mine is already at one of the top calibers in terms of cleanliness, grading, garbage, all that kind of stuff. It's clean. I've had 0, as far as I've been told, 0 bylaw complaints against my property. I understand council's trying to clean up Campbell Heights. I get that directive, but again, I've had no complaints from any of the neighbors, noise, smells, anything of that nature. In the council report, it identifies I want to operate indefinitely. I don't recall saying that. I mean, in a dream world maybe, but the ultimate use is, as an investor, is to rezone. I don't want to, I'm not a truck park operator. I've never been, and I probably won't be again. So in the council report that you guys have provided, it has indefinite use, which is not the case. I'm looking for if I can get a three-year TUP approval. That is what I'm after today. My trucks go to South Surrey into the border. I don't quite understand why in a green initiative in the city of Surrey I would send them up to Port Kells or Newton area for them to drive all the way up to Port Kells, pick up their trucks, drive all the way back, and have all this extra traffic on the road. In one aspect it makes sense to have all the commercial traffic up north. In the other sense, they're just congesting the roads that much more, putting that much more green waste or pollution in the air. So, you know, to me it makes sense to have a little bit of flexibility in here. That's generally the point where I'm coming from, and I'm open to questions.
Yeah, Councillor Villeneuve.
Were you before us a couple of months? No, so this is, you just have the one piece of property with the trucks on it?
Personally, yes.
This is your only property with the trucks on it?
Yes, correct.
So the adjacent neighbors that have trucks are not related to you?
Not at all, no. We've been talking as just strictly like the gentleman to the south. After he got denied, we ended up touching base with each other. He's been there for a long time. So, but no relationship whatsoever with any of the truck parking in the city of Surrey whatsoever.
So I appreciate the fact, first of all, you bought the property knowing it wasn't a legal use, correct? That it was parking trucks on it?
That it was not illegal use?
It was not a legal use.
Without giving you a BS answer, yes, I knew likely it wasn't illegal use, but as I stated to some of you, when I applied for when I went into the city of Surrey, asked for all my permits and what I've been giving, it took I didn't even get a straight answer. I had to apply for freedom of information on my own property. Long story short, 99% I knew it was illegal use. 1% it took a long time to get that information from the city showing I didn't have a TUP or anything in place, correct?
So I appreciate the fact that you're asking for a temporary use and that you've bought this property for investment. So what is going to be your position 3 years from now, and there is not an opportunity for you to develop? Are you going to be back before us asking for an extension of the temporary use?
Well, I can always ask, but you can always say no. But I'm just asking for the 3 year. That's all I'm asking for today.
Thanks.
Okay, and I just want clarification because I know part of the problem is that the site immediately north of you.
South of me, sorry?
North of you. Was denied by council when they came before us. Now, I just want clarification if that was a temporary use permit or
south of me.
I'm not asking you, sir. I'm just asking staff.
Yes, it was an application for a TUP.
Okay, so the property to the north came before us and asked for a TUP.
All these three here applied for a TUP and they were denied by council.
They were all denied?
Yes.
That's the conundrum. Tell me why we have denied all of these, but you don't feel that you should be denied.
Again, the guy to my south, without you driving there, he's got 15 different things going on, which came up on our environmental report on my property to the north. So we are extremely aware of environmental impacts. The guy to the south, and I don't know about the other two, on 130293 or 130108, but the guy to the south of me has everything and the kitchen sink going on his property. I've got trailer storage. I have three tractors, diesel engines on my roughly, give or take, but it's trailer storage. There's no engine involved. The guy to the south of me has lots of stuff going on. So right away, that's his business to the south of me is brokering these trucks. I'm just the owner there. I'm trying to promote my business on the greenhouse side, which is extremely difficult. So I've got one tenant in there. Secondly, you can see, I don't know about 190th per se, but the other two for sure, 194th and the other road there, I don't know what road that is, are not truck routes. I'm on a truck route. Like, I can put my trucks right on a truck route where they don't have to go on a side street or any of that, you know, anything of that nature. So it's a little bit of a different way of looking at it, but if you guys look at me and say denied, where do all these trucks go? Like, I don't quite understand. There's 80 properties, if not more, in Campbell Heights that have been caught up in this net and told to go somewhere else. I've driven all the sites, and I know it's easy for council to say go somewhere legitimate. Where? Where do they go? Like, you guys say you do not send them to trucks that are in process, but you do, and those are not approved truck sites. And I'm asking to be approved for 3 years. It helps Surrey, where there's legitimate truck parking for my guys, and they can transition out. I can work on my property. You know, it's kind of, in my, you know, good for the city, good for me. Everyone wins, and at the end of the day, aren't we trying to work together here?
Okay, when you say for your guys, what does that mean?
For my trucks, for my tenant. I've got those trucks. If those guys get kicked out, where do I send them to? There's 80 properties, like I said, and there's not enough room in your approved truck list. Like, we could drive around and look at it together. Like, I've driven them. One of them's closed. The other, there's not enough there to handle the capacity. So you're saying move out of this problem, move somewhere else, and we'll address you in a few more years when you become a nuisance again. So I'm saying, give me a TUP. It's legitimate. They're allowed to be there. I can work on rezoning and transition myself to a higher use property. The trucks can stay there for 3 more years. And they're allowed to be there under with the temporary use permit.
Yeah. No, and I understand exactly what you're saying. It's reconciling that we've said no to 3 others. I mean, how do you square that one?
You know, I'm not in your shoes. I mean,
well, that's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm asking you the question, in terms of how are you different than the other 3 that we've said no to? The
zoning, I'm IA. I believe the other A1, and the other one I don't believe is IA as well. The truck route, I'm on a truck route. Again, those 2 for sure are not on truck routes. I'm not sure about 190th. I can't say 100% certainty.
Yeah.
And I've got the 1 tenant in there.
Okay. Okay, is there any other questions? No? Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. What is the wish of council?
I'm going to move forth on the recommendations from staff. I think that we've worked really hard to clean up this area, and I think it'd be detrimental for us to take any other actions other than what we have to date.
Okay. Do I have... Oh, you're speaking in support of this, okay?
Of the
so
the denial.
The
okay.
denial.
And then denial's on the floor. Okay, Councillor Hepner.
Thanks, Madam. When I look at the visual of the site, I have some sympathy because I can see that it is virtually impossible to see those trucks from the truck route on 32nd. I don't know relative, my conundrum is the same as you've expressed, Madam Mayor, that we have denied the Messier site to the south. I would feel better knowing, having heard the applicant, that there are X number of truck parking places and no place to park trucks, if I had some information from the parking manager that we have exhausted all of our current sites, because this looks like a truck parking problem to be exacerbated somewhere else in the city, and that I don't want to see. So I'm wondering if we couldn't get, for one of our afternoon sessions, perhaps next time around, some better understanding from our parking truck parking group in engineering, where are we on these applications? Because it seems to me over the past several months we have approved a lot of them. So if we're now hearing, by the way, that all those are full, I'd like to actually know that before I made a decision here. So I'm reticent to approve the denial at this point.
Do we table it? Is that a motion?
I would move to refer until I had a report back on where we are with respect to truck parking. And I know, Councillor Gill, you've been trying to resolve that at the more provincial level, and I think we're making some headway with some good solutions, but perhaps we can just hear where we are today in the city.
Okay. And I just want clarification, Mr. Planner. Are these trucks there related to the business on the site?
They are not.
No?
No.
Okay, so any comments on the referral?
I would second the referral.
Yeah, it's seconded. Okay,
No, it
I'll
isn't.
call the question. All in favor? Contrary?
Contrary.
That is carried. Okay, going on to number 5.
Move planning recommendations on 5.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? That is carried.
Move planning recommendations on 6.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried. Number 7.
Move planning recommendations on 7.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? That is carried.
Move planning recommendations on 8.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
On 9, move planning recommendations.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
Under council actions, move that we have a public hearing set for Monday, September 29th.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
Move the recommendation on number 10.
Do I
Second.
second it? All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
Move the recommendation on number 11.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
Move the recommendation on number 12.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary?
On
Carried.
the zoning, move first.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary?
Move
Carried.
second.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
Move public hearing set for Monday, September 29th.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried. Number 13.
Move the recommendation on 13. Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried. Number 14.
Move planning recommendations on 14.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried. 15.
I'll move the recommendation on 15.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary?
And I'll
Carried.
move first reading.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
Second reading.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary?
And
Carried.
public hearing for Monday, September 29th.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
Move planning recommendations on 16.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried. Number 17.
Move planning recommendations on 17.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
On the land use contract, move first.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary?
Public
Carried.
hearing be set for Monday, September 29th.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary?
On
Carried.
the OCP, move first.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
Public hearing be set for Monday, September 29th.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
On 18, move planning recommendations.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
On zoning, move first.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
Move second.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
Move public hearing be set for Monday, September 29th.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
On 19, move planning recommendations.
Second.
All in favor?
Madam Mayor, the applicant asked that this project not be considered on item 19.
On number 19.
Hold. Okay,
Is
thank
that out of
you.
order? 19 is out of order?
Okay.
Move the recommendation on number 20.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary?
Move
Carried.
the recommendation on number 21.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary?
On the
Carried.
zoning bylaw, move first.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary?
Move
Carried.
second.
All in
Second.
favor? Contrary?
Move
Carried.
public hearing set for Monday, September 29th.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried. Number 22.
Move the recommendation. Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried. 23.
I'll move the recommendation.
Second.
On 18th Avenue.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried. C1.
Move the temporary commercial permit.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried. Number 2.
Looks like those issues are resolved, I guess. I'll move the planning report recommendations.
Second.
All in favor? Contrary? Carried.
Rescind resolution number R13-2281.
Second.
All in favor, contrary carried.
Rescind resolution number R13-2135.
Second.
All in favor, contrary carried.
Amend bylaw number 18089.
Second.
All in favor, contrary
On
carried.
the OCP, move the OCP.
Second.
All in favor, contrary carried.
And move second as amended.
Second.
All in favor, contrary
Move
carried.
the public hearing set for Monday, September 29th.
Second.
All in favor, contrary carried.
Move final on bylaw number 1.
Second.
All in favor, contrary carried.
Final on 2.
Second.
All in favor, contrary carried.
Move final on 3. Second.
All in favor, contrary carried.
And
4.
final on 4.
Second.
All in favor, contrary carried.
And final on the development variance permit. Is it final? It says permit approval.
Permit approval.
I'm not quite sure.
Development
That's fine, yeah.
variance
No,
permit.
call the question. All in favor, contrary carried. Okay.
Okay.
Number 5.
Amend South Newton Neighborhood Concept Plan.
Second.
All in favor, contrary carried.
Move the permit approval.
I think you have to move final on that.
Final.
Move final on 5, Madam Mayor.
Second. All in favor, contrary carried.
Move the permit approval.
Number 6.
And the resolution. All in favor, contrary carried. Okay, number 6.
Number 6, pass a resolution amending South Newton Neighborhood Concept Plan.
Second.
All in favor, contrary
Move
carried.
final adoption.
Second.
All in favor, contrary carried.
Permit approval.
And permit approval. All
Second
in
on permit
favor,
approval.
contrary carried. 7.
We'll move final on 7.
Second.
All in favor, contrary carried.
And move final.
On the zoning
On the
bylaws.
zoning.
Second.
All in favor, contrary carried.
Move permit approval on 7.
All in favor, contrary carried. Number 8.
Move final adoption on 5.
8.
8.
I mean, sorry.
All in favor, contrary carried.
And then the permit approval.
Second.
All in favor,
And 20
contrary
minutes.
carried. And number 9.
Move close application number 7907-10148.
All in favor, contrary carried. Number 10.
Close application and file by law.
Second.
All in favor, contrary carried.
And close the application on 11 and file the bylaw.
Second.
All in favor, contrary carried. And a motion for adjournment.
Adjournment.
Second.
All in favor, contrary carried.